Welcome to episode 21 of the Hoppy Thoughts podcast. I am Will, and this is Chet, coming to you live from always in Chet's garage. It's a great day outside today. It was rainy, a little snowy in your area.
It snowed. Yeah,
morning.
we got it was on the ground. It stuck.
That's nuts.
Then it melted within a few hours.
We just had rain at my house, but now it's kind of a sunny, moderate day, which I always enjoy. These are great days. This is a day, man, if I wasn't here right now, I would go home and just be in my lawn chair with like a blanket on and just soak in like the sun.
A blanket?
Yeah, so I don't get cold.
A blanket?
Yeah, so I don't get...
Just go outside.
I want my shirt off. Yeah, I want my shirt off, but I want like a layer on me if I get cold. So maybe like a towel. I just want to soak in the rays.
So
I love soaking in the rays.
Yeah, but I don't wear a towel when I'm like laying out.
Well, it gets cold. It's a little windy outside. It's 55.
So have a drink.
I don't know. So, okay, well,
Dude,
I won't bring a towel out next time.
Yeah, okay. I'm just trying to imagine you like no shirt on. You're like,
it's just, when
I'm soaking up the sun. No, you're not. You got a towel on.
When you go to...
You might as well just left your shirt on.
When you go to your Sandals Resort vacations and you're soaking out by the sun,
yeah.
Do you have a towel in and around you?
No.
You just raw dogging on the chair. Right?
Yes.
There's no towel around you at all.
No.
You're at... Oh,
I'm like...
God.
Yeah.
You hear that?
Watch that there.
Jeez.
You're going to throw up on the mic. Like swim trunks, no shirt.
Right.
And I'm just sitting on a lawn chair.
Okay, I think that's your misunderstanding. I'm not like having my underwear underneath a towel. Like I am wearing shorts. And I just have a towel there on my shoulders.
On you.
Kind of.
Like laying over your stomach and on like a blanket. You're like with a little blankie.
I mean, it could be used as a blanket if I get cold, but usually I just put it around like my shoulders or something.
Why?
Because sometimes it's 55 degrees outside, but it's sunny, and I want to soak in the sun, but it is cold. A breeze might make my nipples hard.
If you're laying in a lawn chair.
Right now outside, yes.
And you got your feet out,
Right.
And you can hear the waves. And you got,
okay. See, now we're not outside right now, though.
I'm trying to get into my Zen space.
Okay.
You're sitting there, you got a Corona.
Yeah.
And you can't hear your wife. She's somewhere else yelling at somebody else.
You turn your hearing aids off.
Yes, I've taken them out. I accidentally dropped them in my drink.
Oops.
Oh, damn. We'll figure that back out when we're in the U.S. You have a Corona in your hand. There's a slight breeze.
Right.
And you go, I need a little blankie.
Okay, don't.
That's what you want. You want a little towel to pull up over your chest.
Well, that's in the tropics. It's 95 degrees. I don't need a towel. I'm not going to get cold. Outside right now, when it's 55 and maybe a slight wind would make my nipples hard.
Yeah, it's good for you.
I want a towel.
Your nips getting hard is healthy.
What? Okay, sure.
It's healthy. It's good for you.
Okay, sure. Well, for today's episode, everyone, we have a lot of things planned, a lot of great plans. Get your towels out if you're cold.
Yeah, we're starting over. All right.
All right, redo. Back it up, reverse. Everyone get your towels. We have some arts and crafts. We got some beer. We'll do beer first because we're diving in to conspiracy theory.
All right, you tell me about the beer as I'm getting them ready.
Sure. The beer today, I did have to search around for today's beer. This is from a brewery in Ohio called Third Eye. Open your third eye. Question everything. Our government is lying to us. That's the idea. They are. They lie to us every day. Open your third eye. That was its inspiration. It specifically is a kind of malted ale lager. So it's pretty, I don't know. It's not like sour candy kind of bullshit. Because after looking at the label, I was like, oh, this is going to taste bad.
Yeah, I was getting like gummy bear vibes.
Yeah. No, this is just their like
I
normal
did read this.
ale.
It says untapped potential at the top here.
That is its brand.
My brain initially told me untapped ponytail.
Yep.
You didn't catch that.
Untapped ponytail?
Yeah.
No, I did not. I was too busy focusing on give me beer. Give me beer. Yes, they make a couple of other products. They make a stout and like a IPA and a sour, so the typical stuff. But this is like their mainline beer, I would say. They've won different awards from the Ohio
Award people?
Beer Awardists from 2020, 2021, 2022.
It's just a drunk guy in his house who's like, Yeah, I give them a war. They got good beer.
One good beer. One good beer. This is the Kolsch. This specific style of beer is the Kolsch style, which originated in Cologne, Germany. Shout out to
Kolsch.
Germany.
Oh man,
It tastes like a good beer to me. That's like a Bud Heavy.
oh, that's nothing like a Bud Heavy. That's good beer though.
So sorry.
No, that tastes nothing.
You're
like
opening
Bud
your
Heavy.
third eye. You're questioning everything I say.
We should just drink. You know what we should do for an episode? Before we get into conspiracy theory, let's just talk about the kind of people we are. We should do a case race on the podcast. Have you ever done a case race?
Like, I mean, how long does that take? No. Does that take like 5 minutes?
No.
That takes the whole time, right?
So I think you get an hour, maybe
Okay.
more. I'm trying to remember how long we gave for
Dude,
a
I
case
need
race.
like a trucker pee thing.
Yeah, you would.
Dude,
do a
I'm gonna
little
be
Porta John.
Actually peeing and drinking at the same time.
I mean, we would probably just like set the camera up and like do a live stream and then like get the recording later.
Okay.
But yeah, a case race of 30 beers, and
That's a lot of
we have to split 30 beers and finish them within a time frame.
Cans of beer?
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to gauge, like, could I make it home after that?
Hell no.
No.
Hell no. Shelby would have
That's-
to be here to cheer you on.
That's like a whole sleepover thing.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Can I
Dude,
bunk with
15
JP?
beers. We're in the front yard. Like, and it's
Yeah.
like we used to do case races within an hour. Like, which we had teams of 2, so there would be a case per 2 people. So
You're just
you'd have to
drinking
drink like
light beer, though.
light
right?
beer.
Yeah.
Yeah, like 4.5%, 3.5% beer, and it's 15 beers
That's
in
a
an
lot of
hour.
beers.
It's a lot
I would
of
have
beer.
to pee so bad.
Dude, it's a lot of beer, and you're just like, I could do it. I could drink another one.
I've discovered a new thing about my drinking that I've discovered is that the day after, my farts stink so bad.
For beer?
For any alcohol.
I don't know what
I'll
I've
drink
been...
liquor or beer, but my farts
Really?
the following morning. I won't be even hungover at all. My farts are just toxic waste.
Dude, my farts lately have been like, I could put a hole through a fucking comforter. Dude, like, I mean,
Blast right through the box
nauseous.
spray.
A fucking furnace, brother. Those are bad. So bad.
Really? You know they make
Yeah.
mattresses with like active carbon layers as the top layer.
Shut up. I want one.
Yeah, to filter out the farts.
Dude,
That's seriously what
I
it
don't know
is.
what it is. I hardly fart at all throughout the day. I might have one little toot. It's like, oh, I got to take a shit, and I little toot out
Yeah,
throughout the day.
when you're laying down.
Dude, as soon as I lay in bed, 6, 7.
You have a whole day's worth of farts in there.
Oh, yeah. No, it's like just, I lay down, Megan's like, can you stop? And I'm like, I can't help it.
Can you
My
stop?
body relaxes, and then I can toot.
I have a lot of gastrointestinal movement when I go from vertical to horizontal,
Yeah.
or vice versa. Like right when I get up, I'm gassy.
Mm.
And I might need to go to the bathroom. Or when I'm standing up for a while, like going around the day, and then laying down at the end of the night.
Yeah.
That's when a lot of the farts
Scott's
happen.
a frequent tutor. He's on command.
I told him that the other day.
My man could be like, "Oh, we're by ourselves. It's just you and I. We're in the garage to take the trash out.
We can share in this fart together.
You're like, okay, thanks,
Thank
man.
you, Scott.
I wasn't
Appreciate it.
planning on breathing in your
Yeah.
fart, but here I am.
I know.
Like,
Disgusting.
I breathe in
animal.
my son's already as is, and my own.
Yeah, no, 100%. He was the one when we were playing that wavelength game. It was like things you enjoy, things you find disgusting, and I think that was what it was. Something very similar to that. And he said out loud, he got to choose smelling your own farts. And that was slightly towards the thing that he enjoys.
Oh, I don't remember that. I just
when
remember
we were at Scott's house.
Michael saying like he loves smelly things.
Yes, Michael also likes to smell his
Michael
own
was
farts.
is a smelly smeller.
Yeah, guys, we need to, that's weird.
We need adult friends.
Yeah, that's weird, man. Well, hey, yeah, the beers are great. I'm going to definitely finish my 3.
Oh, for sure. These are going down.
As I mentioned, everyone out there, open up a third eye. Open up your third eye, because here we're about to use every bits and part of our brain. We're going to be critically thinking this evening. I'm going to bring up some conspiracy theories and one of my own creation. that I think and totally believe is true. I'm going to bring up some other ones that we can debate and go back and forth on how the hell these things happen.
Okay.
I've never heard of these other conspiracy theories before. Hopefully you have not as well.
Okay.
And it will inspire a lot of what ifs, I think.
Okay. Interesting.
The first thing that anyone should do to protect
Oh
themselves
my
from the
God.
psionic rays of the Gartooth tribes in space is you must don
the Gartooth tribes. You
the
mean the
Gartooth tribes.
Rabbitilians?
Yeah, the Rabbitilians, that's one of them. Yeah, there's lots of subterranean and
Yeah.
atmospheric races of aliens.
Dude, I love those videos. They're so funny.
So you might hear some tinfoil ASMR. I'm putting on my protective head covering.
I'm curious to see how you intend on doing this.
Oh, I got you, man. You never put on a tinfoil? You never been protected from the psionic rays?
No,
Here, let me
I've
show
been
you.
fully exposed my entire life.
It's not good how your erections.
I like how you're making these right now. I'm letting you
Yeah.
make both, by the way.
Yeah, I'm cooking. So the thing here is you put it on like this. You gotta wrap it around, right?
Okay.
I mean, I didn't make it long enough. That's okay.
Your head's too big.
Here. I gotta redo. I gotta make it longer.
Okay.
Gotta redo.
Here. Oh, I was gonna say, throw me that.
No worries.
My trash.
Because I
can's
gotta
empty
wrap it
now.
all the way around. Right. You gotta protect all of your frontal
Oh, yeah,
cortex.
yeah. I can't wait to tell my
amygdala.
wife what we were doing with the tinfoil.
Dude, she's gonna come in here after work and be like, "What the fuck, you guys need to
We've
find
had
a
3
job."
beers in an hour. We're unemployed, putting tinfoil on our heads, and she's like, "With my son, what the hell is going?
What are you doing? You guys need
No,
to find a
babe,
job.
you don't understand. The government's gonna put implants in our brains.
They've already done that. We were born with implants.
That's how we got it. We got it with
Exactly.
our library cards.
So you got to go all the way around so it's tight.
Okay.
And now you have this part up here. You can kind of make one into whatever you want. I'm going to try to make it into a kind of frontal-facing reverse antenna. So if there is any
How do you
sonic
plan on
rays-
putting your headphones back on?
See, now I'm going to put it right in this area.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Going to try to.
Yeah. Let's see this.
See, I feel fully protected. I feel
You're
honestly.
getting
I
5G to your ears, though.
Honestly, I feel it feels
Oh,
quiet.
great. Great, my turn. Okay,
You
wonderful.
gotta use more tinfoil than you think.
Okay.
I mean, our domes act like an antenna to the fourth dimension.
Everybody, if you don't know, I'm bald.
This is the day that you come out as bald.
Huzzah! This is
Oh, we should have just got like some gray spray paint. Yeah, I mean, I have no idea what I look like. I feel protected, that's for sure.
I feel protected.
I feel silent. I feel like the white noise is gone. You know, there's like a global white noise. The satellites poured it down to keep us docile. Yeah,
No.
the American satellite. You never heard that before?
No, I've never.
Jet's losing his patience for all this bullshit. All my Dungeons and Dragons creativity, it can be channeled into conspiracy. Chet,
I hope future employers never see this. Also,
Okay,
I feel like the best way to do this is to go
kind of backwards.
full on pointy.
That's what I tried to do. I did. Oh, that looks great. That looks great. That looks like a for the audio. The audio listeners, it looks like kind of German pointed hat, like a military helmet with just a single point in the middle. Yeah, that's great. That's definitely, that might be so protective. Like right now, the aliens are up in the atmosphere. They have all sorts of blips and dials on their radars. Your dot just vanished.
Oh shit!
Right, you're off the radar now.
Dude, where the fuck did people come up with tinfoil hats? Where the fuck do these people come up with? They were out in the hills of fucking Virginia, and they're like, the aliens can reach us unless we put tinfoil on our heads.
You actually did a really great job. Honestly, that looks like some biker helmets. I'm not
Don't
kidding.
say that.
I
Don't don't say that.
I'm gonna take a picture for later for my permanent files. I'll
My
delete
permanent files.
it. Yeah, off-grid
Sticker
files.
immediately makes me into a sticker.
My off-grid files that I have. So the government can't see it. Yeah, there's someone in the bottom of the Pentagon who, again, he's looking at his radar, and your dot just
I can't
vanished.
fucking take you seriously right now.
Your hat looks really good. You sure you haven't done this before?
You look like a baked potato. like you look like somebody was making a baked potato and they twist it up and then put that
Yeah.
shit into the roll. That's what you look like. You look like the butt end of a baked potato right now, and I look like a goddamn moron.
No, I don't know what mine looks like. Yours looks really good.
The light originally, so I like wearing a hat all the time. I've always grown up wearing a hat. The best part about wearing a hat sitting here is I don't get the shop lights into my eyes.
Yeah.
Now I am. Now I'm full on, and there's a little bit of a
dome
reflection.
Yeah, I'm getting a little bit of dome reflection.
Yeah, oh, thanks.
That's good. That's the temporal mind rays.
Oh, thank God. Hey, everybody,
Yeah.
the temporal mind rays are not
You're
impacting
free.
me anymore.
Yes.
I didn't feel them before, but definitely now I'm feeling alleviated.
Yeah. There are larval entities that were tied into your radio frequencies.
God,
now
I
they can't.
cannot wait for us to put all the
I'm
different.
making all this
I know. I
up.
can't wait for us to put like the tags in there, like tinfoil hat, the rabbitillion, #rabbitillions.
Rabbitillions.
And dude, the people that are gonna come out of the woodworks going, these fucking guys. I cannot wait. We should do it.
I give you full permission that if any Rabbitillion enjoyers are in the comments in the
Oh
next videos,
my
go
God!
after them. I give you full
Please!
permission.
The cube of knowledge.
The cube of energy or whatever it was.
What do you say? The like,
infinite knowledge.
he's like, I've come into possession of the cube of knowledge.
Yes.
I've had to change my location again.
I've been changing my location.
Dude, you went from the living room to the kitchen. Shut the fuck up. Like,
Best. No, there's absolute
fun.
nut jobs. I'm bringing up a visual aid right now
it's just the Pentagon.
because I'm going to I'm first going to describe you a self-made, self-baked conspiracy theory.
This is your own conspiracy. Oh wait.
Yes, this is.
Okay.
Oh, what's happening? I got an ad for the Kim Kardashians. Now those are the Rabbitillions right there, the Kardashians. All right, that's pretty good.
I've heard this one before.
You've heard it from me?
Yeah, from you.
Yeah. Well, I'm bringing it to the main stage.
I like
it
this
needs
one.
to be spoken.
I like
about.
this one.
Yeah.
I do like this one.
It needs to be spoken.
It
about.
also typically gets talked about when we go to one of our favorite restaurants in town, which is in part why I like it.
Okay.
Shout out Tika Tacos.
Yeah. Yes. That's exactly what it is. Okay.
Yep.
So, for context, me and my beautiful wife used to live in Garland, Texas.
Mm-hmm.
Google that. I don't know. Find it. It's a township on the east side of Dallas. One of the bigger ones there. We live down the street from a home furniture depot. There's lots of names for these types of places. Furniture near you, cheap furniture for us. I don't know, whatever.
Yeah.
Right? Everyone has one in town, I think.
Yeah, 75% off sales.
Yes.
Of furniture stores.
It's not a Big Lots. They only sell furniture. But the furniture inside the store, if you've ever been in, it's pretty poor quality.
Yep.
It's not comfortable. It's straight from China. I would say it's like a tier even below Wayfair put it together furniture, honestly. Yeah. It's not good furniture. And people obviously realize that. So I think these furniture stores just exist to close. That's my conspiracy theory. The reason why they're doing that is because it gives them the runway, the opportunity to put out in front of their store for days, weeks, months.
Yeah.
Closing sale. Everything must go. 50% off, 80% off, blah, blah, blah. That just gives them ammunition to do that. They honestly might not even be closing on paper.
Yeah.
Here's my example. Again, the visual aid, if you wanted to look at the top, we're going to go around clockwise. Take a furniture place in town, Home Furniture Depot. Great. It's only a matter of time before it closes down. It will have a massive close down sale. It'll have those inflatables that whirl around with signs and big red letters, 75% off, everything must go, whatever, right?
Yeah.
Because usually you don't go into those stores if you don't need furniture, but if you see the big sales and signs for it, you go in.
Yeah, you're incentivized.
Shelby and I have fell prey to the Rabbitillions, and we've gone in the store, right? They've controlled our minds. We've
they
gone
have the
in
cube
the
of
store.
knowledge in the back.
Yes.
It's stuck between the futons.
Yes, they have the knowledge. Well, anyway, after what feels like forever, these stores could be closing for 8 months, 10 months. That's not being closed at all.
Yeah.
That's being open with these signs out front, honestly. Yeah. Well, in our case, after like a year or so, it finally closed. And the signs out front, the doors were all gated up. No one was in the parking lot. It did close. But then 2 weeks later, it reopened as a totally different named furniture store. In this case, Last Chance Overstock. The furniture store just reopened again with a new sign out front. It was open and operating as normal for about 30 days. After 30 days, what happened, Chet?
It closed.
It started to close again.
Yeah.
70% off sale. Everything must go. The whole cycle goes again. And what happened? It then goes extremely full circle and gets renamed back to the furniture store that when we lived there when it first opened. The same name.
Do you think that they create...
These stores are not closing, people. They're not closing.
So how do you think they do it, though? Do you think that they they make two businesses and then they just like...
I think it's all a sham.
They sell it to each other constantly?
I don't think they actually close or do any paperwork that signifies
Well, yeah, the
that they're
business
closing.
actually doesn't close, but they say we're closing the store, right? And then they end up, like with the landlord, they're never actually closing, but with the landlord, they actually just do exactly that. They switch it from company A to company name A to company name B.
I think that's all they're doing.
And that's
Yes.
it. That's all they're
that's
doing.
it.
They have two different companies, and they're doing sales between two of those. They put them on rotation. Now, my question is
They put
about
them on
furniture.
rotation. Yeah.
Is that, do you think that they're just purchasing, like, in mass, bad furniture from China, from Ashley Furniture, like rejected furniture? There's like a wholesale where they're just purchasing furniture, and that's why they close, quote unquote, is they purchase a bulk inventory, right?
Yeah.
They sell as much as they can. Then they just use that money to purchase another bulk inventory.
Yeah.
And then they do it all again underneath a different name.
Yes, great. So my kind of part two of this explanation is that there is a interesting relationship between furniture stores of the various tiers of furniture. In our minds, in our hearts, an Ashley Furniture store.
Sorry, I have to say something really fast.
Go ahead, please.
We're unemployed. Just
okay.
Look at us. Look at us.
Consider this our job application.
I'm looking at you. I'm watching you rant about
I'm like
furniture
looking at you very
stores,
intently.
furniture stores, and you're like passionate about them.
I am passionate.
And you're like, this is bullshit. What the fuck? Dude, I'm tired of paying 75% off every week. They got another sale, blah, blah, blah. And then we're unemployed.
Yeah.
We do not have jobs.
And that's what makes this so fun.
Yeah, this is fun.
It is fun. Yes, anyway, there is a...
Sorry, not to break your mojo.
The way the furniture industry operates, and I looked this up, and I did some decent amount of... I did my own research, right?
Mm-hmm.
I read onto some Reddit forums.
Yeah, Wayfair's into like child trafficking.
We're not talking about that.
Are they an
conspiracy.
outlier? No way. No,
That's
today.
That's today.
We're talking about those today. All right, sorry.
Well, like, we're not talking about that specifically, but Wayfair definitely does traffic children. I'm just going to shrug and say, why don't they? I mean, why don't... Prove to me that they don't.
Why don't they?
Prove
that is a
don't.
good point. That is a good point. If you're going to say that they do, we have as much proof as somebody who says that they don't. Arguably, we have more proof because of all of the different, like the listings that happened with the names of children being worth like 60, 70 grand.
Yeah. Oh, I think they're doing it.
I do too.
Why wouldn't I believe it?
I totally think so.
I mean, these places, these furniture overstock stores, might be selling children out the back as well. Who's to say they're not?
That's true.
I'm not going to say that they're not.
That's true.
Anyway, the mainstay furniture stores that do not close, Ashley Furniture Stores, there's usually like one big local branch in town, like for instance, Bob's Furniture. I bought my bed, my mattress from there. These are furniture places that are reliable. Their furniture is a higher quality, and they're a little bit more expensive.
Do you remember that shitty white couch that I fucking hated?
Yeah, that you got
Dude,
gave away.
I hated it, right?
Uh-huh.
We got it from one of those like Bob's Furniture places. Same exact scenario. Oh, we got a great deal on it. How much was it? $1,800 for a couch. Dude,
Our couch is from...
until that point, I'd never spent more than like $50 on a couch.
Yeah. Well,
no way.
Most people, I mean,
Still, our couch we have now, twice the size of it, leather, $700.
Nice.
Sorry. Yeah. Anyhow,
we had to. Yeah, we bought some.
I hated that white couch that we got from that shitty fucking store.
Gotta be careful. These people, they're out. They're preying on you.
It's in the possession of a college student. I hope it gets burned in the street. I really do. I hope that one day they're like, Oh, thank God, dude! I get to burn that. We won the basketball game. Burn it, and I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be outside.
Awesome.
Yes,
You're gonna be pouring the gas.
yes.
Next time you go and buy furniture, wear one of these. They'll take you seriously. I pointed to my.
No, I
tinfoil
plan on
hat.
calling. I plan on calling my local ISP after this, and just bitching.
The TV won't work. I cover the.
The
antenna
CIA's
with tinfoil.
tapped into my phones.
They are. They totally are proving to me that they're not. Anyway, I don't know. It doesn't really matter what we're talking about now. Furniture stores, they should just not have this predatory marketing that we're closing 75% off.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, again, my wife and I have been in those stores. A $3,000 Chinese-made table that is nowhere near worth that, right? It's plastic.
Yeah, why couldn't they? Why do they have to say they're closing and everything must go? Why don't they just say, like, do you think it creates a sense of urgency? Is that what it is?
That's
It's
exactly what
creating
it
this
is.
sense of
Urgency. Oh, shit, I have to go in there before it's all gone.
I mean,
Could totally fabricate
people
it.
do the same thing in phishing emails. So, like, those are illegal. I wonder why these wouldn't be.
I mean, yeah, but the phishing emails don't have big inflatable people saying that we're...
Yeah, but no, but it's more of like, oh my God, you better pay this bill. You better pay this bill right
Yeah.
now. You didn't pay it.
I know
you
exactly
have a
what you're talking
24-hour
about.
notice. Like,
Urgency sells for
Yep.
some weird reason. Because Shelby and I have fell prey to the Rabbitilians who own these stores.
yeah,
When we've gone in, there's be a table that was new, right? A table and chairs,
yeah.
$3,000. It's plastic vinyl. It's like just like the craftsmanship is
Holy
poor.
shit.
It's just put together. It's just crap. Ticket price $3,000. On the closing sale,
Yeah.
it's $600. Oh, okay. If I get a table and I got that
Yeah.
seats 6 people, that's not bad at all.
Yeah.
Boink. Can you have it delivered? Sure,
Yeah.
for free next day. Awesome. Boom.
Yeah,
That's how this
done.
all works. Wake up, people. And my next slide. This is marketing manipulation. This is social
Yeah.
engineering.
Yeah, for sure.
They're pulling the wool over your eyes. Do not be a sheep.
I
Right?
love your point here. There is no sale.
There is no sale.
I think that you know who else is a proponent of doing this? They're notorious for this. They even have their own cash. Kohl's
Cash, right?
I think when you go in there and they're like, you can purchase it at this price, or you can purchase it this much with Kohl's Cash, or you can get it as it's actually MSRP. It's this price. We'll sell it to you for this price, but you can also purchase it with Kohl's Cash for this price.
Yeah.
So you get 3 different prices on there. The first price doesn't even matter. It sets the
No.
baseline of like you're getting a 50% discount year round for no fucking reason. It's not worth this shirt's not worth $180 and it's $90 now.
No.
Get the hell out of here, dude.
Yeah.
I think it's a total racket that
You remember-
there is never a sale.
There
It's
is never a sale. It's never a sale.
There's never a sale.
Ever,
Never
it's
a
never
sale.
a sale. The only things that I think are genuinely marked down purposefully are the stuff in the clearance area.
Yes.
Those things are actually marked down purposefully. But
I also think
if
that
something is a 30% sale, it was $40, but now $30, it was worth $30 to begin with. Just that sign that says sale gets you to walk over, gets you
Yes.
to touch it, and that's...
I also think when you purchase things in bulk, you also get a sale then. You actually get a
Yeah, yeah.
real
That makes sense.
discount.
Yeah. Wholesale discounts. Yeah, that makes sense. Because go figure, I mean, you're putting on the burden of buying 10 shirts or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, 100%. Yeah, they're lying to you.
They are lying to you.
They are lying to you.
9/11.
They lied to us in 9/11. They're lying to us when these
Wake
stores
up,
close.
sheep. Ah!
That is my
Is
conspiracy
that a
theory.
watermark on that guy in the top right?
Yeah, it is. It is a watermark. Oh shit, it's all fucky wucky now.
It's fun. It's fun.
Yeah, that is a watermarked image. I'm not going to pay no stocking fee.
Hell no. Hell no.
That is my use for the visual image.
Who's that Shutterfly on there? Shutterfly is it?
Adobe or something.
Yeah.
maybe.
probably.
Yeah. Anyway, there is no sale. Whenever you see a sale, just think to yourself, there is no sale.
Yeah.
There's
no,
never a
there's
sale.
never a sale. There's
My-
never a sale. There's always this constant manipulation of you're getting a discount when you're not actually getting a discount.
Nope.
The only reason why they're doing that, and every store fucking does it. The only reason why they're doing that is to incentivize you to buy it because you think you're getting a good price.
Deal. Yeah,
You're
people
not
love a deal.
getting a good price. It's a lie.
They're still making money off you.
Target does this.
The things in the clearance area, I think, are generally priced at cost because they're trying to get rid of them for some other reason, like the
I don't
season
know
change or
what-
something.
I don't know who the people at Target are that have figured out the formula to capture the wallets of white women.
Okay.
But they've.
I like it there. I like Target.
I don't dislike Target, but I don't like how much my wife likes Target. Will, I don't like it. I don't don't fucking like it because every time I turn around, it's like we need to go to Target for this, and I go, do we? The other day, I came up with something that we needed to purchase.
Yeah.
We had spent all of our like credited money. We had like $100. We spent all the credited money on other things.
Okay.
And I went, what did we purchase?
Okay.
And it was like, I can't remember. What did I spend that on?
Oh my God.
And I went, what?
The Rabbitilians have really took a hold of your wife.
Yes.
She needs to walk in there with one of these. She needs a tinfoil hat.
The tinfoil hat in Target,
She's
bro.
being
She'll
mind
never
controlled.
purchase anything.
If she can't remember what she bought, she's being actively mind controlled.
It truly, I was like, I think the only answer she gave me was diapers. She was like, I purchased diapers. Diapers are not $100.
No,
they're not. They're not.
Were there any 5G towers around the Target?
Probably.
You gotta be careful.
Fucking probably, bro.
Yeah, you gotta be careful. They honed in on her.
Yeah, they kept her there. They're like, oh, Chip and Joanna Gaines. Look at their section. Better Homes.
They're the Rabbitilians. They killed the old. They killed the old Chip and Joanna Gaines, and now the new reptile Chip and Joanna Gaines.
Yes,
they have made deals with the devil, and they sell the stuff.
Pictures of Trump's parents.
No.
Google it. I'm not gonna. I want you to Google it. Trump's parents.
I think his dad is just as, if not more, skeevy looking than him.
I saw pictures of them and people were. I didn't say this. It wasn't me. Plus, I'm not an expert. This could have been a lie. I saw this on social media. But
they honestly,
I saw a picture of them.
They honestly look like most. I mean,
I saw this picture and people are like, I kind of believe like in the 80s, 70s and 80s where people were like, reptiles can't like fit into a human body. Like seeing their parents like.
Yeah, I mean, they're stretched. They're stretched over like an adamantium skeleton. They got metal underneath that skin, dog.
Honestly,
those are better. Those are better. Shockingly blue eyes.
Those are better than the pictures that I saw.
That like his father might have X-ray vision with those eyes. Those are mechanically altered. He's got jowls on him. He does. No, I like Trump learned his skeeviness from his dad. He's a piece of shit. His mom looks fine. He looks like a,
no,
she looks like
I saw pictures of them older.
I bet she's racist as hell.
Oh, definitely.
She's racist as hell.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I mean, you're crazy to think if you're not like an old person from like the 40s and 50s and 60s, like there's hints of racism all scattered out.
No, these are total carnivores. These are reptilians acting like they're fighting against the reptilians. Yeah. These are reptilians in human flesh. 100%.
I'll have to find the picture I sent you. I think that they were altered. Now that I'm seeing actual photos of them, the ones I saw on social media were even crazier, and I was like, holy shit.
You know the picture of Elon Musk? He's so pale, poor guy.
Yeah,
like,
on the boat, on the yacht.
Boat. He looks horrible. It's so terrible. He looks like
a crescent moon. He's got like a flat back, and then like his his chest. Like I've never seen somebody with such a big chest that looks like a bird chest.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Where it's like
he's like a pigeon.
You're
like
shaped like a pigeon,
yeah.
but yet you're so large. How are you so large?
Yeah, I know. I would not want that guy to like fall on top of me. I don't think he could get up. He's like a trash bag full of like oil. I don't know. He's really odd looking, and he's so pale.
Trash bag full of oil. He looks like a VeggieTales character.
Yeah, he looks gross. No, he looks bad. He looks like the onion that you'd throw out because it was in your pantry for too long.
Yeah. It gets smushed by all the fruit sitting on top of it. Now it's got a weird face looking.
Its skin's kind of peeling up around the edges.
Yeah,
real gross. All right, are you ready to hear your first conspiracy theory? Now, it really is all these theories, quote unquote. They're really just historical events, and how they have transpired is just debatable. Like how these things happen. Can you pass me a beer while you're at it?
Yes.
While you're in the beer pile? Have you opened your third eye? Does it feel open?
If I have 6 of these, I might.
On my 19th beer, it's been wide open. Yeah. Here, let me pull up my
We need to.
Google
No,
Doc.
I really do think we should try to do a case race. I think that'd be fun. to like
That's the most unemployed thing.
just get
Case
as
race.
hammered as possible.
I'm a grown adult. I'll try my best.
You have tinfoil on your fucking head right now. I don't want to hear shit. Me saying we should drink a bunch of beer in a garage is very normal in contrast to the fact that we're sitting here on camera with tinfoil wrapped around our heads.
It's
And
protection.
for what? This is literally, we're not making money. This is therapy. Like this is our therapy right now.
Our last episode has 9 views. To put everything into context.
But yet when we talk about polar bears in Costco, we get 210,000 people.
I'll take that. It snuck past the Rapitilian algorithm. Yeah, that is really funny.
God,
we're doing this for us.
I would
and
love
I think
to
that's
know.
what makes good things.
You know,
is
it'd
when
be
you're
a
doing it
cool
for
stat.
yourself.
You know, be a really cool stat.
Okay, okay, go ahead.
Did anybody famous see our reel?
That's a great thought. I would love to find that.
Yeah, like did Brad Pitt see it? Did Brad Pitt see it and be like,
Did Brad Pitt roll over to show his wife?
yeah, he's like,
You could beat a polar bear?
he's like laying in bed.
I would
He's like,
forklift it.
yeah,
to
he's
death.
like laying in bed. He's like, I just got some ghee there last week. Do you think ghee's flammable? Do you think the ghee is flammable? Could we burn the polar bear?
Burn the polar bear with the
It's a
refined
good
butter.
thought. Hot oil. Yeah, they got hot oil in the
I
back.
start the fryers.
You know what?
Jam its
You know
head in
what?
the hot dog bun steamer.
Let's get 1,500 Benadryl and stuff that into the rotisserie chicken. That's
Those were my favorite. Like, you can't. The famous saying, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it a drink. You can't force feed a rotisserie chicken full of 3,000 Benadryls to a
this
polar
isn't
bear.
a cartoon. This is not Tom and Jerry, right? This is not
Not Tom
the
and Jerry.
polar bear is not going to smell the $5 rotisserie chickens and then just float to the pile of fucking chicken for us to then trap it into eating
Yes.
it.
For context,
Ridiculous.
any new listeners out there, for last episode,
You nine.
it was a simple question. Yeah, our wives. It was a simple question.
I don't even think my
Can-
wife listens.
She stopped listening.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she should listen to this one. It's already a good one. I can already tell. I'm predicting the future. My third eye is open. Can you beat a polar bear in Costco if it like has tube socks and it can't really run after you? Like what's your
That's
plan?
not realistic. How could you?
No, it's all.
I know. I'm
fake and silly.
joking. That was
Oh,
another
okay,
comment we got, which was a polar bear in tube socks couldn't run. Yes,
not real.
Jeremy. I know that it's not realistic. We're creating a scenario. Thank you.
I love the guy who he points at his phone. That's not real. A polar bear would never be found in a Costco. That's not real. There's not a Costco within 500 miles of the Arctic Circle.
But that's how they get hung up is the tube socks. They're like, it would never slip. But a polar
tube
bear
socks
in
not real.
Costco does make sense because they serve Coke products.
Did someone really say that? Or you just think
No, I just thought
Dude, that was a great joke. Because they serve Coke products now.
They serve
That's
Coke
funny.
products, so they have polar bears. Megan did suggest
That's
that we should
funny.
go to the zoo and take a picture in front of the polar bear.
Be like, we can take you, bitch.
Yeah, you name the aisle, I'll name the Costco. I'll bring the wieners.
Costco, tube socks, 10 p.m. Friday, Costco. Meet me there or be square.
I'm
That's
pushing a
ridiculous.
pallet of Benadryl on you, bitch.
Be prepared.
There's sledgehammers at the end of every aisle.
I'm
Somebody did say that, which makes no
Sledgehammers?
sense.
There's
Yeah,
sledgehammers?
They're literally their comment was sledgehammers at the end of every aisle.
That's a person that's never been to Costco. Dumbass. There's like vacuums at the end of every aisle.
Somebody said
Dummy.
they said save instead of safe. I can't remember what the context was
typos.
for it, but I keep laughing at the people who don't use the right terms and words when it comes to making a comment. Like
I would safe the whole town.
my phone has been blowing up for the last 4 fucking days with the dumbest comments I've ever
I know.
seen. And I keep dying. Somebody, I will say this. God, I hope he sees this because what a beautiful comment. I laughed for 10 fucking minutes at this. I'm staying in the kitchen. I'm talking to my wife. We're kind of like debriefing about our day.
Okay.
And I get a notification that pops up on my phone. And in quotations, because it says commented quotes. And
Yeah.
it says, not everyone should have a podcast. I cry, dude. I'm in the kitchen with Megan. I'm just dying laughing.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, that's so true. So fucking
Oh,
true.
you're agreeing.
I agree. Not everyone should have a podcast, but yet here we are.
Here we are.
I love
episode
it.
21.
I love it.
Cheers,
Cheers.
man.
Cheers so much to that. Make that a reel. I forget what that guy's name was, but he had a picture with his wife and kids. And he's like, not everyone should have a podcast. I was like,
Hey, man.
True that.
You looked at it.
you
and
enjoy your
commented.
vacations in Destin, brother.
Not everyone. Yeah. Yeah. Have fun wearing your
I'll
hey
see you at
dudes.
Pigeon Forge next year.
Yeah. Your hey dudes are looking a little tight, buddy. Those Oakleys are so last year.
Yeah. Are you wearing capris or those cargo shorts?
What do you got hot dogs on both sides of those cargo shorts, buddy? Yeah, that's funny.
Oh, man.
Screw that guy. Yeah, one of my favorite comments was like, I'd grab like a broom and tape knives to the end and spear it like a caveman.
Dude, that idea caught on like wildfire.
Yeah.
They love that one. They were like, let's go gadget this shit. Like, let me fucking, I'm gonna get springs from the automotive section. No idea what
I'm
the
gonna take
springs are
apart an
from.
entire car.
Yeah, I'm gonna take apart the car in the front. I'm gonna get the shocks from the
Yeah.
front. I'm gonna put that onto a broom. Or no, you know what? The Kirkland golf set. I'm gonna break that. We're gonna put a spring in the middle of it, and then I'm gonna tie a knife to the front of it, and I'm gonna shoot those like Spider-Man from the top shelf.
Yeah, what? I love that. It's like a Rui Goldberg machine. That's a machine where it's like it's like you roll a marble down a hill and then it hits like a pendulum and then the pendulum knocks over a thing of butter and the butter rolls down and then ignites a candle and the candle burns a string. It's like that. It's like that type of thought process. And at the end of that, then a pallet will fall on the polar bear. You know, it's like whatever,
a pallet
man.
of naan and ghee falls off the top shelf onto a polar bear.
Polar bear.
I'm realizing that our Costco might be strongly Indian.
Excuse me?
That's like, there's a lot of Indian products at our Costco.
Oh, well, I mean,
Yeah, maybe the way that I worded that wasn't the right way.
No.
But like they sell naan. They sell big containers of masala.
Indian food is delicious.
It is delicious.
It's one of the
Oh,
best
I'd be
foods on the
buying that
planet.
shit. But I
And I
didn't
bet
think
you-
about that until just now. I've named like 3 different products.
I have heard because I'm Indian community adjacent.
Yes.
That a lot of people shop there. I mean, a lot of
Oh,
Indian
we
people
stay
shop
plugged
there.
in.
A lot of
Yeah.
minorities. I mean, yeah, a lot of minorities shop there for all sorts of things.
For
That's
sure.
why you see you've seen maybe like an upsurge in like Japanese or Chinese products,
Mm.
egg rolls and
Yeah,
like,
you know what? That's
barbecue
a good point.
sauces
They
and
also
stuff.
have they have the not the yum yum
They're
sauce.
big customers.
They do have yum yum sauce, but they have damn it, there's that barbecue sauce that's like
So like squid, right?
yes,
Squid wearing like a
yes,
bandana.
yeah.
Yeah.
They have that too.
Yeah,
oh,
I
you know
mean-
what I really like? The tonkatsu.
Oh yeah.
You ever seen those? The tonkatsu.
Never
They're
had
like
it, but
the ramen. It's like a ramen tonkatsu microwave. Fucking. It's not. God damn it! What's the name of that other ramen company that we all ate in college?
Maruchan.
Maybe.
Maruchan. That's the orange.
Yeah, the orange and white styrofoam.
Mhm.
Yeah, this is like a big paper bowl.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, I haven't really thought about that until
No, they're good
just
customers
now.
there. I'm glad.
You know
I-
what they
I
have
know
now
stuff.
that I want to get, but I'm not going to buy?
Okay. Because nothing's on sale.
No, because it's a dessert and I don't want to purchase it.
Oh, okay.
Baklava,
Mm-hmm.
the like pistachio, like kind of treat.
Yeah. This
Dude,
Ukrainian
that shit looks delicious.
baklava.
But every time I
You
see it,
never
I'm
had
like-
baklava before?
I have. I've had it in
Okay,
Turkey.
yeah. It's delicious. It's Christine brought it to work one time. It was really good.
It is very good. Yeah, I want
And
to
it-
buy it, but then I'm like, I can't.
And the sweetness, because it's sweetened with like some type of syrup. It's just like a
Yeah, it's not
simple-
honey, but it's like
simple
thinner sugar syrup.
yeah. It tastes quite naturally sweetened. It's not like, it's not
It's not overwhelming.
candy. It's not a cake.
Yeah.
It's like nutty.
Mhm.
It's hard to explain. Like a honey almost.
It is good.
It's really good.
Sorry to derail
Well, anyway,
us there. Yes.
I would like to bring you your tinfoil hats cinched tight because we're about to get serious.
Bring me in. Bring me in. Drop me in.
Really
Beam me down, Scotty.
beam me down. Get the beams away.
Yeah. Yeah.
I would like to introduce
Don't
you.
beam me, Scotty.
I would like to introduce you to the Dyatlov Pass incident.
Spell that.
Dyatlov.
Dyatlov?
Dyatlov. Dyatlov.
That's not what I heard.
Dyatlov
Okay.
Pass
Dyatlov.
Incident. Yes. The setup.
Like past? P-A-S-T?
P-A-S-S. Pass.
Pass. Okay.
Yes, this takes place in the Ural Mountains.
Okay. So I was literally about to say like a mountain pass.
A mountain range in the what is now the former Soviet Union in Russia.
Okay.
The setup. Lock in, guys. Again, cinch down your tinfoil hats. In January of 1959, a group of 10 ski hikers set out into the Ural Mountains in the Soviet Union. They were students and graduates from the Ural Polytechnical Institute, led by a 23-year-old Igor Dyatlov, hence the name of the situation here. They were experienced, well-equipped, and meticulous. Dyatlov kept a detailed journal, and several members had cameras. The plan was to reach the summit of Ortatin, a mountain whose name in the local Mansi language translates roughly to "don't go there," but they took it upon themselves to get there.
Hell yeah.
One member turned back early due to illness. He was the only survivor.
Holy shit. Good for him.
Doodle-loo-loo-loo. He's feeling sick and went back the other way.
He saw the like big signs. It's like the
don't go.
Like Indiana Jones, where it's like he like brushes away and it's just like a little fucking. It was at Temple of Doom.
Yeah, it's just like skeletons and bad.
Yeah,
like
he's like, oh, he gets scared. He's like,
human torsos on spears. Like maybe I should go.
I'm sick, and then runs away. Yeah,
I'm not feeling really good.
I don't feel good.
Yeah. What happened? What they found? The search parties, in fact, because we don't really know what happened with this hiking party. It's kind of like, remember the Dahmer party who tried to expand westward across the U.S., right? They all became cannibals. They ate each other. You remember?
No.
Okay, well, that's a whole different story.
Dahmer,
I think.
Dahmer or Dahmer?
I think it was the Dahmer party. That, a little side tangent, that is a group of Western expansion pioneers during the colonial America who failed to get past the Rocky Mountains in time and were forced to like bed down before the Rocky Mountains, or some kind of were in between.
Okay.
They didn't have any food or supplies, so they resorted to cannibalism to survive through the winter.
Oh.
They were eating women and children primarily.
Nice.
Big problem. And then when winter was over, they were able to kind of like their story kind of spread, and people kind of found out that they were doing this, and it was kind of fucked up. Kind of in a similar sense, like no one knows that's the whole conspiracy.
It is
about
crazy that people are like, we would rather you die than eat other people and survive.
You and Shelby are cannibal pro.
I wouldn't say I'm cannibal pro, but it is a little crazy that people are like,
resort.
Why would you survive? Why wouldn't you just starve to death? And it's like, I don't want to die.
See, Shelby's like, I'd eat you in a heartbeat if I had to.
Oh, I don't know about a heartbeat. I'd really be thinking about it. I'd be really, really hungry.
Like, I think there are some times where I would go like, oh, sorry, I didn't go to the store this week. She'll be like, I'm going to fucking kill you and eat you.
Yeah. I'm going to eat your forearm right now.
Just kidding, obviously. Yeah, so here's where this is a make your own conspiracy. It really can be all the way up to for your interpretation.
Yeah.
When the party of hikers and things led by Igor Dyatlov did not reach the mountain destination and B did not return, they sent out search parties. This happened in 1959. Remember that. Mm-hmm. Search parties reached the group's last known campsite on February 26th. What they discovered has never been fully explained. The tent had been cut open from the inside with a knife, a frantic exit rather than an orderly one. All 9 hikers' belongings, including shoes, warm clothing, and equipment, were left behind in temperatures of around negative 30 degrees Celsius. That's cold. Yeah. Probably negative 15. The first 5 bodies were found relatively nearby, shoeless and in various states of undress. In the tree line near a cedar tree, 2 of them had burned hands, suggesting that they tried to climb the tree, possibly to look for something that's kind of like a rope burn, like they kind of tried it and kind of slid down the tree. A small fire had been made, but was inadequate for the temperature. The remaining 4 bodies weren't found until May, so months later, buried underneath several meters of snow in a ravine some distance away. These 4 had catastrophic internal injuries, including broken ribs and a fractured skull, but with almost no external wounds. So there wasn't any bruising or cuts or anything like that. One investigator compared the force required to a car crash.
Holy shit.
One woman was missing her tongue, eyes, and part of her lips.
Whoa, what?
What? Soviet investigators declared the cause of death an unknown compelling force and classified the files. The region was closed to hikers for 3 years.
Yeah.
So there's kind of two groups here. There's the group at the campsite.
Yeah.
That it appeared like they were in their tent and needed to get out. Their zipper was stuck or something. They had to cut their way out of their own tent. And this is before, like, snowfall.
That's a good thing that you thought, like, their zipper was stuck, because I totally thought that there was something in the tent with them.
It's very possible.
I mean, but still, like...
There could have been a supernatural force with them inside the tent. They had to leave in a fast manner. Yeah, who knows? They cut their way out of the tent, and then you find people, like, barely clothed, right? There's people, like, with shorts and T-shirts on.
Yeah.
A lot of people are not wearing shoes.
Yeah.
Some people try to climb trees. It's kind of weird. Then you have another group of people. Who knows if they survived whatever this was and then moved a little bit farther down.
Yeah.
They were buried by snow, found some time later. But then they had traumatic internal injuries with no external injuries.
Yeah.
So no cuts or bruises, but they had broken ribs, fractured skulls, things of that nature. What the fuck?
Yeah, the internal injuries, that's kind of like in my mind, the last lady, I'll let you finish and talk about her, with her lips being removed, her tongue being removed, and her eyes being removed. Yeah. That's crazy.
Now, do you think, I mean,
what way? Was it like in a precision matter?
This is all classified, really.
Oh,
I don't know.
Okay.
Now, in that case, right, maybe an animal would want to eat a dead thing in the middle of the forest,
I don't
right?
think that's
but like, why the fuck would it eat its eyes, tongue?
Yeah.
And
that's where I go, like, in a
lips,
precision
part
matter.
of her lips,
like where they when you say removed, you don't say the word like chewed or eaten or like gnawed.
Yeah, this was like plucked out almost.
Well, when you say removed, I think cut. They were removed. You removed it.
Yeah,
right?
Surgically, like
yes.
with intention.
Yes, exactly,
yes.
With intention, with a utensil of some sort, which means that there's intellect.
Yeah.
Involved, right?
Yeah.
That we're not talking about a coyote. We're not talking about a bear.
Yeah.
We're not talking about a fucking a goddamn weevil.
And I totally agree. If a coyote or something came around to eat this woman's eyeballs or something else, right?
Yeah.
Wouldn't you see bite marks around the eye sockets? Wouldn't you see some other bone gnawing?
Yes.
Right?
Yeah, I think that there wouldn't be like a precision effort to it. It would be it would be gruesome and gory. But this isn't gruesome and gory. This is like internal injuries, and which initially when you say internal injuries, I think of we fell, especially meters below the snow. Maybe they fell off of something, but no external wounds. Did they pass out before they fell? Like, that's really pushing it. And then the cherry on top is this woman who's had her eyes, lips removed.
Eyes, lips, and tongue.
And tongue removed, which is weird. Why really her tongue? Weird.
So that was essentially the scene that searchers found a couple of months after they went out for expedition. And from there, again, the files were more or less classified. They were unclassified in 2019. That's when the world began to like, what the going on here?
Yeah.
And that's when the theories
2019?
2019. So 70 years? 60 years. 60. This happened in 1959.
Why were they unclassified?
Why were they classified to begin with?
I mean, if the government knows, let's say it's like a government program that's out there in the woods that they're running, and that's part of why it is, they would then classify it, right? But
it's a great thought.
But 70 years? If you wait 70 years, what's the purpose of unclassifying the files? The purpose that our government has unclassified files is we've learned everything that we could, right? But why unclassify files in which you say we still don't know anything?
I don't know. So I'll get to at the end. I guess now modern Russian government has made a conclusion after unclassifying them, but I'm wearing my tinfoil hat. I don't believe anything that they have to say. Why would I believe anything a Russian government has to say? Come on, guys.
That's a good point.
The leading theories from the uncasing of the 2019 files, the files in 2019, excuse me. The first one, a military weapons test theory.
Okay.
This is the most persistent and in some ways the most credible conspiracy theory. The Ural Mountains in 1959 were surrounded by secret Soviet military installations. The theory holds that the hiker stumbled into a weapons test zone, possibly for a new type of pressure weapon or parachute mine that could cause internal injuries without external damage. The classified files of the closed region and the speed with which the Soviet authorities descended on the scene were cited as evidence. Some researchers have pointed to declassify documents suggesting unusual military activity in the region, but have failed to do so. So what it means to me is that like these people, like the Ural Mountains, were this like part of the mountains where it was like near Area 51 type of place, like a super, super highly secret, almost conspiracy theory area in general.
Yeah.
These hikers hiked there, and the Soviet Union was testing some experimental weapon. I mean, 50s and 60s, we're in the middle of the Cold War.
Yeah.
They're definitely experimenting on all sorts of different weaponry.
For sure.
A type of pressure mine that would break your bones without harming your skin, I feel like is possible. I feel like that's how most explosives kind of operate that don't generate shrapnel.
Yeah, and like, what was the... If I remember correctly, there's like a incident that happened in Cuba where federal employees in Cuba, United States federal employees in Cuba, maybe it was Puerto Rico, would like get migraines throughout the day.
Oh my God.
Yeah, just like kind of odd, often like, oh, they're just getting a migraine, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But it was happening on such frequency that they thought it was like a government program. Or some sort of attack in which that it was a concentrated effort to shoot like radio waves or what is it when you use like sound, concentrated sound, like you couldn't hear it. They use this like a sonic blast is maybe what I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
But they would use that to disrupt your senses, and then that would end up causing headaches. Or was it a byproduct of someone doing testing in the area, and it was by these federal employees who were getting migraines? But
it's definitely possible. I think almost in a way that line of thinking relates to the second most prominent theory about this.
Okay.
Which is the maybe, I don't know. That's up for you to judge. The infrasound theory.
Okay.
Infrasound. Certain geological and meteorological conditions. Meteorological.
Okay.
Conditions, excuse me.
Never heard that.
I need a double layer my tinfoil hat. They're actively disrupting and jamming my speech. They're actively jamming
They're
it.
getting us right now. The Rabbitilians. The Rabbitilians. My wife's going to come home and yell at us.
we should open up the garage door right now. There's a fucking black van.
There's the Rabbitilians.
There's a black man outside.
Just sitting at the end of the
drives
street,
away really quickly.
It's just a mom waiting for her son to get off the school bus. And we're like, the Rabbitilians.
There they are.
Give me the Cuban knowledge.
Based on certain earth-bound conditions, it can produce infrasound, extremely low-frequency sound waves below human hearing that are known to cause panic, disorientation, paranoia, and even hallucinations.
Okay.
So there's like a special type of earthquake that causes low-frequency sound.
Yeah.
That like disrupts your thinking process.
Yeah.
The theory is that the hikers were hit by a sudden infrasound event that caused mass panic, driving them out of the tent in a dissociated state. This would explain the flight behavior, but not the injuries.
It's like what we did in the Middle East.
We caused earthquakes in the Middle East?
No, we played Britney Spears and tortured people.
Oh, shit, bro. Oh, man, that would cause panic.
That's what that is. In the mountains, they just played Britney Spears and these people went insane. Personally, I think I'd have a great time. I'd be like, holy shit, let's get some drinks.
Oh, it's on again?
Yeah.
Repeat. You get to the end of the song. Replay.
Hit me, baby, one more time. They're like, we're going insane. I'm just dancing.
That was hilarious.
Have you seen her Instagram? She's crazy now.
Another theory that honestly I can a lot of that's how conspiracy theories are. Some of it is very believable, some of it is not. The Mansi people theory. The Mansi people are an indigenous tribe that live in the heart or around the Ural Mountains.
Okay.
They are what translator gave the name to this mountain that they were going to.
Yeah.
The Do Not Go There mountain.
Yes. So I was going to ask this
The
as
Mansi
well.
people.
What was the population in the area? This sounds like
Yes.
somebody else is also.
The local indigenous Mansi
On
people had sacred land in the area and historically been territorial about it. An early theory was that they attacked the hikers, but this was investigated and largely dismissed. There were no tracks, and the Mansis themselves cooperated with investigators.
Whoa.
So they kind of said, we didn't have any hand in that. We didn't do that.
Dude, I bet you they were like, yeah, this is like God. And they're like, what? They're like, yeah, God is back. That's him. He does that. The investigators are like, all right, these guys.
He's the god of
These
death.
guys didn't do it. They're crazy though.
Now, they're crazy people. They're undesirables.
Yeah.
Yeah. 100%. But I mean, that's exactly if
Ugh.
you had a tribe of people that killed another group of people, what are you going to say? I killed them? No, you're going to say, no, I didn't.
No.
And then give all sorts of fake evidence as to why you're a tribe. Like, what?
Yeah, a tribe would never be like, no, we didn't do that.
No.
Not us.
What evidence did they provide?
We're
like,
hunter
oh, yeah.
and gatherers.
Cheryl
bro.
was picking berries. She wasn't in the attack
Yeah,
group.
they don't give a shit.
Cheryl, like her fucking
They
name was
don't
Cheryl.
give a shit enough to lie. That's the thing is they don't give a shit enough to lie. If
Yeah.
they were like, yeah, we fucking killed them because he
Yeah.
pissed us off, like, and we sacrificed them to our gods. That's why we took their eyes and their tongues and their lips.
True.
We sacrificed them.
Oh, maybe.
That would make sense.
That'd be funny
But
if
they didn't
they-
do that. They were like, no, we didn't do that.
That'd
shit.
be funny if the village chieftain was talking with the Soviet, investigator, and he's wearing like 2 eyes and a tongue necklace.
He's like, yeah, we didn't do that.
We didn't do that at all. No, this
Yeah.
is my cousin. We
Yeah,
wear
yeah,
their eyeballs and tongue as a
Yeah, trophy.
trophy.
Yeah.
The last theory, second to last, I should say, is the katabatic wind and hypothermia paradox theory. Katabatic. I've never heard that word before.
This is meteorologists trying to be included.
This is all meteorology.
Yeah, meteorologists are just trying
They
to
control the weather.
Dude, they think they're so important, and it's like you can't even get your day job right. What do you think you're gonna get your hobbies right
Day
for?
job. This theory is a well-documented phenomenon in hypothermia cases in which paradoxal undressing, where victims in the final stages of freezing actually feel really, really hot and tear off their clothes. Now, this I have heard of before.
Okay.
So if you have hypothermia in the very last stages, right before you go unconscious and die, you actually feel really, really hot. Like your nervous system just goes totally opposite and
Yeah.
go like, it just panics basically, and you feel really hot and warm.
Yeah.
So they start to tear off their clothes. This explains the undressing. Some researchers think a sudden violent wind event combined with hypothermia could explain most of the deaths. The
Okay.
injuries remain the sticking point, though.
Yeah.
So they like pushed off a
Yeah.
cliff and the eyeballs and stuff.
Yeah, they just popped out. Like
Exactly.
that makes. Yeah. No, I would.
The final bit about this is that Russia officially reopened the investigation in 2019, as mentioned. 60 years later, an unusual move that it itself raised eyebrows. They concluded it was an avalanche. So that was the official formal.
So the government did it. That's what that means.
Yes.
The government was like, "Oh shit, yeah, we're definitely blowing up people with sound bombs. Sorry, that was us, but we're not going to
Gas.
admit that avalanche
gas bubble.
precision removed her eyes."
From this, it became the most mainstream explanation. Is that a surprise avalanche caused the hikers to cut their way out of their tent in a panic and flee. The internal injuries could be consistent with people being buried under the snow. The problem is that the investigators at the time found no evidence of an avalanche. The
Yeah.
slope gradient was considered too shallow, and the tent itself wasn't buried in the avalanche.
Yeah, they found everything.
In 2021, Swiss study using avalanche modeling tried to rehabilitate this theory with some success, but it still doesn't explain everything, particularly the missing tongue or the strange orange tint reportedly seen on some of the bodies. That's a new detail. Strange orange tint. I think it was... What do you think it was?
The government. It's always
it
the
was the
government.
government?
It's always the government.
Do you think they made an oopsie?
JFK, the government. Like
Government. Do you
it
think,
was the government.
Do you think the government made an oopsie? Like they were testing a weapon and they just happened to be like kind of collateral damage, or they sought to kill these people?
You know, I don't think they sought to kill these people. I think it was an oopsie poopsie.
It was an oopsie doopsie.
Yeah, an oopsie poopsie. I
possible.
definitely think that they were like in a blast radius. Because, like, think about it this way. Imagine you and I are out fishing, and we're fishing over in
wherever we go.
Otter Creek, which
Yeah.
is also by Fort Knox.
Yeah.
And we were to wander off onto
The
military's property over there.
Yeah.
And as the last time we were fishing, we heard different blasts while we were out there. And we were to be hit by some experimental weapon.
Whoa.
Think about that. That's not a far off.
No,
like,
it's kind of not.
We walked 2 or 3 miles down the creek and we get really far into it. Now they've set up perimeters and stuff like that now, but we're talking about 1959.
Yeah, there wasn't any.
In the middle of a mountain pass.
In the middle of a conglomeration of military
it literally
installations.
says do not go there in the name.
Yeah.
They're like, oh yeah, we're golden. We'll just, put our sound bombs out here. We'll have our Russian James Bond, have test some fucking Q-related weapons and be done with that, And, oh, shit, we accidentally fucking caught them because the weapon's stronger or we didn't have the accuracy control. I could totally see that being like...
I totally agree. If this happened to us or wandering on a military base, total accident almost.
Yeah.
The U.S. government would cover that
up
in
100%.
a heartbeat.
Bro, here's video.
They would say it was an avalanche.
Yeah, they literally would be like, it's 2 white guys with tinfoil hats in a garage and they drank too much beer. Let's be honest. They went out to Otter Creek. They thought they were going to catch fish. They drank more than they wanted to. That's it. Problem solved. They just drowned in the creek.
Yeah, you're right.
And then you're like, but there's no water in their lungs. And they're like, they drowned.
They drowned. They had 5 gunshots to the back of their head. They drowned.
They drowned. No, they drowned. Those are rock wounds from the bottom of the creek. They rolled.
They're missing their eyes, tongue, and lips. Oh, the fish, the trout.
Yeah, the
They're
trout
hungry.
ate them. They're hungry. Those are hatchery fish. They're a little hungrier than
They're
native.
mad. They're crazy. They're trained on human eyeballs. No, yeah. A little bit lore about this as well. There was like a Slenderman spin-off game. I find paperwork in a scary place.
Okay.
Type of game. Yeah. That came out on this. But yeah, it's very
terrifying.
It's not one. I mean, it's very possible that 2 or 3.
Can you imagine being the player who gets your eyes and tongue and mouth cut off?
The player.
Yeah.
Now, I do think it's so the video game. Its take is that this whole thing, because not one thing can explain end to end what happened to these hikers. One thing explains a lot. But not every single detail, which I think is just true about most conspiracy theories. The video game takes a stance that it was extraterrestrial force. That these people were experimented on by extraterrestrials. That
I think that's even like we know that now we know that aliens are real.
Obama said it. Obama said it himself. He's like, they do exist.
We've been told that aliens do exist.
Yeah.
And it's like, to what capacity is that? So it's like, I don't think that that's like crazy.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't think that's crazy.
I don't know, dog.
I don't think that's crazy.
Good thing they can't.
And I don't need a tinfoil hat to say that, like.
Yeah, that's true. No, many.
It is wild that the government came out recently and was like, yeah, aliens are real. And we just kind of glazed over the fact of that.
Yeah.
Because everyone's really focused on the Epstein files.
Spilled.
Maybe we could put that in a hashtag Epstein files.
Well, I mean, the Epstein files are de facto alien, I would think. I mean, those are reptilians.
That's true. The Rabbitilians.
They're
just
harming
a different
our youth.
Subterranean group of aliens.
Oh, so you think they came from underneath the earth?
Oh, maybe.
Not from above the earth?
Well, okay, so the Rabbitilians came from underneath. Oh, I don't know. I don't know enough about them. If I had the cube of knowledge in my possession, I'd be able to think of this a little bit clearly.
That's true. And that's exactly what they don't want you to have, the cube of knowledge.
They don't want us to have the cube of knowledge.
No, they don't.
Because then we'd be able to access the Garden of Eden and then...
Keep going.
Then we would have access to the Garden of Eden and we would actually know how they, how they create Toyotas.
How they create
like, tell me, make it make sense to me why all car manufacturers are just significantly worse than Toyotas. Alien technology.
That's true. Alien technology.
Yeah.
The CEO signed on the dotted line with the Rabbitilians.
The Rabbitilians. That's why Toyota is just like the Toyota Helix is known for being one of the toughest cars on the planet. Why? Because it's a UFO.
Yeah. They use meteorite alloys.
That's what happens when you see like the when you see the Air Force pilots who like have the videos are like, I didn't know what that was. It's a Toyota Helix. It's a Toyota fucking Helix.
It's a Toyota.
Yeah, it's a
That
Somalian.
is
It's
ridiculous.
a Somalian driving a Toyota Helix. He's going to get blood diamonds. And then there's
Dude.
Leo in the background doing a terrible fucking South African accent.
Dude, you are hot tonight. Dude.
I
were
haven't
hot
talked.
on the
I've not
jokes
talked to
tonight.
anyone today. So
Dude, I would
I'm a
argue
little-
that the tinfoil has kind of cleared your thoughts. All the fuzz, the white noise.
the white noise is
Do
gone.
you hear the white noise?
I'll
Yeah,
argue
it's
that it's my third beer.
gone. It's hilarious. My second example. Are you ready for the second example?
Mm-hmm.
Now, this again is a string of a very long string that goes back a decent amount of just like really strange, undescribed, really a solid conclusion is yet to be formed series of deaths that have occurred in North American national parks.
Okay.
Here we go.
Yeah.
The story takes place from, I guess, this whole theory that the foundation of this takes place from the mind of a man named David Paulides.
Okay.
Paul Leeds.
What
Paul
was
Leeds.
What was the guy name of the guy who started? Oh God, Mormonism. What's his name?
Joseph Smith.
Joseph Smith. Okay.
Yeah,
You said David. And I was like,
Paul Leeds.
yeah, I don't know why I was thinking. I was like, was that guy's name David for?
I think
no,
it's pronounced-
Joseph Smith. No, you're definitely right.
I think it's pronounced Paul Leeds. It could be Paulides. It's Paul, Ieds. Paulides.
I mean, who cares? He didn't start Mormonism.
Paulides. I would call him Paulides from now.
Yeah.
The story starts with the man who brought this conspiracy theory to question. It is specifically named the Missing 411 or the 411 cases.
Oh, okay.
David Paulides spent 20 years as a public officer and detective in the San Jose area before becoming an investigative journalist and author. He wasn't a conspiracy theorist by background, but he was methodical, evidence-focused, and skeptical by training. He stumbled onto the missing persons reports and phenomenon almost by accident while researching a different project near a national park.
Okay.
A ranger, speaking off the record, mentioned that there were a surprising number of unusual disappearances in the national parks that never got resolved and that the agency didn't like to talk about it. Paulides, being the inquisitive investigator that he is, started pulling threads and started to pull out various deaths, strange deaths and occurrences across the American national parks.
Mm-hmm.
Right. What he found consumed the next decade of his life and produced a series of books, 2 documentaries, and a dedicated research following. He has been careful, almost to a fault, never to propose an explanation for what he has found. He presents the clusters, the patterns, and the anomalies that leaves the conclusion for the readers. Whether that's admirable intellectual restraint, they're jamming my mind again, or a calculated way to keep going back is a legitimate debate. Okay. So, this man, David, he gets wind that a series or a long history of deaths have occurred in national parks.
Deaths or missing people?
Missing people and or deaths.
Okay. Okay.
Bodies are being found or not found
Okay.
in the national parks. And he's really just, he's seeing the puzzle and he just cannot put the puzzle pieces together. Right? There's a lot of different moving parts here.
Yeah.
I have a section here called the FOIA problem. Before getting into the cases themselves, this detail matters and sets the tone for everything that follows. When Paulides submitted a Freedom of Information Act, FOIA, he submitted a Freedom of Information Act request to the National Park Service asking for records in regards to missing people in the parks. He was told that the agency does not keep any records of missing peoples in their own goddamn parks. This is a remarkable claim because the NPS manages over 85 million acres of land visited by hundreds of millions of people annually. Every other federal agency, including the Forest Service and the Bureau of Land Management, maintains missing persons data. So why doesn't the National Park Service maintain it?
Yeah.
So he was like, "Hey, you don't have any?
Yeah.
Like there's nothing formal?"
Yeah, I don't believe that.
Local police departments in towns of a few thousand people maintain these files. The idea that the agency responsible for the most visited wilderness areas in America don't track missing peoples struck Paulides and many researchers after him as either incompetence or deliberate.
Yeah.
100%. I think it's totally deliberate.
Yeah.
I mean, I also can think like,
Are they
probably
considered state or
so
federal?
many.
They're considered federal, right?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's deliberate for sure.
Like, why would that seems so like
Yeah.
doy?
Yeah.
Anyway, he was quoted a fee of $1.4 million to search the MPS records when he tried to file a Freedom of Information Act, a number so obviously prohibitive that it functions as a de facto no. You cannot
this
gain
is like
access to the
being a
files.
contractor and going to someone's house and stumbling upon a job that you're like, I don't want to do this shit. I'm gonna quote the fuck
Yep.
out of them for it.
Exactly.
And then they quote 5 times as much as they would normally charge. Yeah,
Yep.
that's ridiculous. 1.4
So-
million?
Now this is kind of strange. Now they don't have formal records. They don't have a depository, a database. They have a cobbled together kind of backbone of various records. And when he tried to search those, they quoted him $1.4 million,
What a ridiculous statement.
which
by
is
our
insane.
government.
Which is insane.
Absolutely insane.
Yes. Now, this is when he describes or he brings forth the patterns that he finds in these missing person cases. Again, this took him 10 years to kind of piece together. He's going to local governments. He's going to friends and family of the missing. He's going. He's boots on the ground as much as possible. This is grassroots as anything.
Yeah.
Because any federal force is not helping him at all.
Yeah. Yeah, and in these kind of circumstances, showing up is really what is going to move the needle.
Yes.
Otherwise, you phone
Locals-
calls, emails, text messages,
Yep.
that shit is not getting you anywhere.
Like, let's say a death occurred in the 70s. He's going to like the lead investigator who's now retired and asking him, "What
Yeah.
did you do during the searches?" Like,
Yeah.
he's doing a lot. These are some of the patterns that he finds. What distinguishes the missing 411 cases from ordinary wilderness disappearances is that the cluster of shared characteristics Paulides identifies across hundreds of cases spanning over a century. He's going back to like
Damn.
1920. He's doing a lot of work. I mean, this is his
Yeah.
opus magnus, I'd say, his life's work. Not every case has every characteristic, but the frequency with which they appear together is what he argues is statistically anomalous. The first one is geographic clustering. Disappearances don't distribute randomly across wilderness areas. They cluster in specific zones, often near boulder fields, bodies of water, and at a base of or near specific geographic features.
Okay.
The same spots produce multiple disappearances across decades. Some of these clusters are in areas with no obvious explanation for why they become dangerous in the surrounding area. That to me is like, there's an outlook over a lake near a mountain. The disappearances occur there, not anywhere else around the lake. It's like,
Yeah.
it's that, what is it?
There's like natural hazards that are collecting people's lives, right? So bodies of waters because people are drowning, or high altitudes, or I shouldn't say high altitudes, but like high overlooks because people are falling, or what they said, boulder fields are these
Boulder
like
fields.
places where like rocks
can
are
climb.
falling or
Yeah,
climbing.
you climb and you
So there's
fall.
some sort of natural, a geographical connection why people are dying in these areas.
Yeah. No, yeah,
Which
totally.
makes sense. There's just a higher risk of you dying because you're participating in said, X, Y, or
Dangerous
Z
things.
activity.
Yes.
Exactly.
I could also say that if you're going to some of the tourist spots, right,
Yeah.
and maybe parts just off the tourist spots, like I don't think people are hiking 20 miles off trail and dying on the edge of a cliff. That's
Yeah.
not what he's talking about. He's talking about how people that are closely adjacent to landmarks
Yeah.
are dying. And that's what's interesting. One, I think that those areas are most easily accessible. You're not
Okay.
falling off the rock face by hiking 20 miles. You're being pushed off a cliff by someone that doesn't like you,
Yeah.
because you drove there to have a nice evening
Yeah.
kind of thing. Like there's some essence of sabotage. There's an essence of body disposal areas. Like that's
Okay.
kind of my opinion and what I think he's trying to conclude.
Okay.
The second pattern that he finds is canine failure. This is what he calls it. In a striking number of cases, search and rescue dogs are unable to pick up a scent trail at all, Or the trail simply stops, sometimes mid-path, sometimes at a water's edge, with no indication that the person entered the water. Experienced search and rescue handlers have described this as deeply unusual. Dogs can track scent across remarkable distances and through difficult terrain. A scent trail that simply ends with no physical explanation is not something that should happen routinely. So a large amount of these cases, like, let's say the dog smells up to the side of a lake, right? But where the dog smells, there's not, you're not going in a lake fully clothed when you find a shoe. You find a pack. You find a water bottle near the lake.
Something.
None of that's ever found. It's like the trail literally just ends. Where'd the person go?
Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah, no, definitely weird. Like, especially if you're, depending on the circumstances of the death, right? Like, they found the body's drowned, and things are missing off the body. And then you go to where dog tracks you think that they entered.
Yeah.
Like, that's a problem.
Yeah.
Especially if you're trying to, like, reverse engineer it, or we found the body, and we look at, like, the way that the river's floating, is floating? Flowing. That's the term I'm looking for.
That's good.
Flowing.
Jamming your mind again.
Yeah, seriously. That's
you need a double layer of these tinfoil hats.
6G over from Costco. But yeah, no, I it's interesting, but I don't know. I think I'm curious to see what happens at the end here.
Yeah.
What's the ribbon on top?
Okay. The second one is people, bodies, alive and dead, found in previously searched areas. Many victims, including both those found alive and those found dead, are discovered in areas that had already been thoroughly searched, sometimes multiple times.
Okay.
The implication is either that they weren't there during the earlier search, makes sense, like maybe they're a hiker that just makes a full circle over a day or two, comes back to the original search position. That makes sense, but not for a dead body. Those aren't going to move.
Yeah.
Especially with sniffer canines and stuff like that.
Yeah.
The implication is that either they weren't there during the earlier search or that they were there and weren't found, both of which raise uncomfortable questions. Right?
Yeah, but like how
why
many
aren't your
times?
searches as thorough as they needed to be?
For this to be called out, that means that has to have happened multiple times.
It's a pattern.
Which means that somebody, the more likely, in my opinion, is that not that they were missed. It's just more likely that the body was put there.
Oh, you think?
Yeah, for sure.
That these people are, like, you'd think the majority of these people were, like, kidnapped, taken off site, and then brought back?
I don't know about kidnapped and taken
bodies?
off site. It would be dependent on, like, how the death was. What are the body that was found, what was the cause of death? Right? Like, Is it drowning? Is it falling from your death? Is it attack by a wild animal? Like,
I think in a lot of these cases, like, you kind of don't know. Like, the bodies are so kind of decayed, or
so they're
a
saying
week
they're
or two.
finding them so old that they're like, we can't
really
the cause
determine
of death.
Yeah.
How many people?
I don't have the numbers, unfortunately. Over a decade, thousands. Imagine how many people go missing in the public parks. Probably thousands of people.
Is this still happening?
Yeah, people go missing all the time.
Yeah, but like, is this still happening in a concentrated effort in this park?
I
think that's what he's calling out.
I don't think the main character in this one, David Paulides, is actively doing any of this research anymore. But this has inspired various grassroots efforts to continue to look into missing persons reports, because as this one states, right, if the federal or state authorities are searching areas, coming back and finding bodies after multiple searches, they're A, not doing a good job at all.
Yeah.
They're just not doing a good job. Or B, the bodies are being placed there after they are there.
Well, they're doing a really good job
Very
if they're
possible.
letting them decay and then bringing them back and saying, hey, like, there's just an unknown cause.
They're doing
a great job then.
Yeah,
because they're prohibiting anyone to find out. But over thousands of bodies, like, maybe it's just a high-risk area. You know?
Yeah. I mean, to be devil's advocate, and again, the devil is getting through my tinfoil hat.
Yeah. Well, he's
The
not
parks,
based on technology.
like the Smoky Mountain National Park,
spiritual efforts.
is huge.
Yeah.
It's massive. These parks are thousands, if not millions, of acres big.
Yeah.
It's very easy to go off trail because you saw a bunny or a deer. Let's go try to find it. We'll find the trail.
Yeah.
You get lost and you get hurt. You die just from starvation. I don't know. You get lost, right?
I'm a proponent of going off trail.
I just don't think
Which is
that
not a
that's
good
happening.
thing, but
I think that there's foul play involved with a lot of national park murders and disappearances. I'm going to say it.
definitely, statistically speaking, 100%.
Mm-hmm.
You can't tell me that.
I would argue that's kind of the best place to kill someone.
Over thousands
middle of the wilderness?
Over thousands of people dying, that every one of them were like nature-related causes.
Yeah.
There's just no way.
I don't think so either.
There's no way.
Another pattern that David finds removed or absent footwear. Weird, another footwear thing.
Yeah, what?
This one appears often enough that it become a signature of the phenomenon. Victims found dead or alive are frequently missing one or both of their shoes with no explanation. The shoes are sometimes found nearby, sometimes not found at all. This is the detail that most researchers find hardest to explain. Removing your shoes in cold wilderness terrain is not something a rational person does, and yet it appears case after case.
Okay, so if you do fall, though, like, I mean, we've all seen the videos of, like, someone getting hit by a car. Or
their
like
shoes fly
and
off?
their just shoes just fucking fling off.
Yeah.
You know? I could see where, like, if somebody
think
falls and they hit a rock face, like, a shoe just fucking...
But wouldn't that be found nearby?
Maybe not. Maybe it gets, like, lodged in some rocks and, like, on the cliff face that you just don't realize.
You just can't find it?
Yeah. I mean, like, sure, roll the dice. Is that likely to happen? I don't think so.
Yeah.
But, like, there definitely is a chance there of, oh, we couldn't find the shoe. What's up with that?
I could see, like, if you're hiking off trail, right?
Yeah.
You step into something muddy and your shoe literally gets engulfed by the mud. We've all had it happen. Mud just goes halfway up their calf.
You went to Scott's house.
And then your shoe pops off, you know? I imagine that happening, but both shoes, and then no one finds it, and that happens on the fair amount of
both
cases.
shoes come off and then they're by your body.
Yeah.
That's weird.
That is
I
weird.
would see, this is where it's like we need more detail. We need more detail before we like really get into the hoax of this.
This is like
But that's the perfect
Yeah.
the perfect storm is to go, there's not enough information.
Exactly. I would say this whole idea, this whole conspiracy theory, I mean, whole podcasts have their career based around conspiracy theory. This could be
literally
5 episodes.
diving into each one of these.
Yeah. I have individual cases that we're going to talk about.
Okay.
The next pattern that David finds is that one called water proximity. A disproportionate number of cases involve victims last seen near or found near bodies of water, rivers, lakes, and swamps, even when water wasn't a notable feature of where they disappeared from. So they disappear from one place and then show up near water.
Okay.
Some researchers have proposed this suggests victims traveling towards the water, either deliberately or in a disoriented state. Other notes that the water complicates search and decomposition in ways they could explain evidence gaps. In ways that could explain evidence gaps. So, like, you could be, like, let's say your last scene, very similar to our, we're fly fishing, right, by the military zone. We're last seen in the parking lot, but then yet our bodies are found by the river. I mean, we're going there to fish.
Yeah.
But these people aren't doing that, right? Is there some kind of question mark around why people disappear at one place and then show up near water later?
I mean, maybe they are. Maybe they are there to fish.
I don't think many people are. But, like, I can also think that fishermen...
Like, where we're going to fish is considered a national park.
But is an average fisherman able to understand the risks involved with going off trail? Like, they're kind of an outdoorsy person, I'd argue. I don't know. That's hearsay. Maybe not.
Yeah, I think it's kind of 50-50. I think that there's a lot about, like, how did they die? That is kind of
still in your mind.
A big proponent of each one of these.
Obviously, like a drowning victim's not going to have 2 gunshot wounds to its head.
Yeah, yeah. And it's like, oh, they didn't drown. Their heart was crushed before they were found by the water. And it's like, well, what crushed their heart? Or like, yeah, they have a brain injury and they were found like laying in a field.
Yeah.
It's like, how did they crack their head open then?
Yeah.
It's like at that point you do a search and it's like, oh, we found a bloody rock. Oh, they clearly fell, tripped, and hit their head on this rock.
Yeah.
And then from there walked out into the field and died.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's bound to happen. But
yeah, I mean, I don't know how thorough these investigations are. I think once they find the body, awesome. Here you go.
yeah,
Conduct a
it
funeral.
definitely is
They
like
They don't go into all the
we pass it
details.
off to local authorities to figure it out. And if they
100%.
don't figure it out, they just tell the family to move on.
The last pattern that he finds before going to specific cases is involved with the profiles of people who are going missing. Certain profiles appear with unusual frequency. Young children between the ages of 2 and 6 years old, specifically people of Germanic descent, which Paulides denotes.
Is he saying white?
More or less. And then,
Okay.
like, instead of British, just like Germanic surnames. I
Okay.
guess. I don't know. White people.
Yeah.
People with and elderly individuals with no history of wandering.
Okay.
So the elderly and very young children
That's pretty... Okay. Sorry. keep
come
going.
up in his missing persons quite frequently.
Yeah.
That's about it. So like, why would young, like, a lot of these missing people's, because in my brain, yes, it up until this moment, it was young 23-year-old hikers
Yeah.
who just go off trail and they get lost
Yeah.
and they die. They get stuck in the mud. Like, a lot of it's kind of explainable.
Yeah.
But why is it young children? Like, how did they get to where they are without a parent?
I mean...
Who drove them there?
Okay, so
Right?
this is... okay, good point. It's like, how did they go missing in that effort?
You're right.
And
And then old people.
Honestly, at the same time, I go like, they're just more statistically likely to be killed.
Kidnapped?
No, like as in just
Killed.
like
Fall and die.
like an occurrence were to happen to them. Like if you and I were hit by a car, if a child was hit by a car, they would be more likely to die,
Mm-hmm.
right? So it's like a child being out in the woods that were to be separated, they go missing, whatever it is, right? They just turn their eye.
Yeah.
It's like parents who are very trusting, let them go out on the lake and do their thing. They go on the lake, they go missing,
Mm-hmm.
right? A child is just much more likely, or elderly are just much more likely to die in those circumstances than anybody who is between the ages of 18 and 40.
Okay. I believe it.
Statistics tells me that is more likely to happen without knowing the cause of death. I think that's so important here is that without
you're
really,
looking for the super detail.
really knowing how and why these people died, you really can't make too many assumptions. But once again, that goes into someone's, like, if this truly is foul play, that goes into someone's effort. Like that's what they want, is that the details are muddy and you can't really determine.
But then again, why wouldn't the National Park Service keep missing
That's
persons
weird.
records?
That is weird.
Why aren't they
a
doing
federal agency? They absolutely should. And at the beginning of this, you mentioned that it's either foul play or it truly is incompetency. And you and I both know that incompetency is out there.
Yeah, 100%.
Especially when it comes
100%.
to federal agencies. Like,
just
like, it would not surprise me.
That's why we're wearing
way.
these tinfoil hats, is to
Yes.
protect ourselves from their
From the 6G.
incompetency.
I don't want 7G getting into my brain cells.
Well,
But I would love to know how they build a Toyota Helix.
that's true. Dude,
That would be sick.
Well, now I'm going to go into some specific cases. A lot of them involve young children, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, here we go. Are you ready? The first one, Dennis Martin, 1969. A 6-year-old, Dennis Martin, disappeared in the Great Smoky Mountains National Park. That's a 3-hour drive, 4-hour drive from us. He disappeared on Father's Day, 1969. He was playing with other children and went behind some bushes as a part of a game.
Yeah.
The kind of thing children do constantly, but never came back out. So they're playing hide and go seek. He never came back out. An extensive search involving hundreds of people, the National Guards, and eventually the Green Berets found nothing. A family nearby reported seeing a wild-looking man carrying something large and moving quickly through the brush at the time of the disappearance and reported it to a ranger who apparently did not pass it along to anyone. Dennis was never found, not a trace. His father dedicated years of his life to searching. This is when he hired the Green Berets to help conduct more thorough searches over the area. The witness account that was seemingly dismissed has never been satisfactorily explained. That to me is incompetence.
That is total incompetence.
That to me is also Bigfoot. A wild-looking man.
Ooh.
Maybe not Bigfoot.
Oh shit, we're really getting into it. Bigfoot.
I mean, I don't believe in Bigfoot. I don't think it's
No,
a real
you do.
thing.
You do believe in Bigfoot.
I don't
I'm telling everyone now you believe in Bigfoot.
I don't believe in Bigfoot.
Okay, so yeah, for starters, like especially if there's like a kid missing and you're like, hey, there's an adult man running around here who's got some shit on his back and we can't find this kid. But we saw this adult man with some stuff on his back. Like,
Yeah.
as a parent, how the fuck are you not tracking that down?
Yeah, true.
There's a shifty looking guy. Like, I don't know, but at
Dude.
the same time, it's the 60s.
That park ranger who just didn't like. Oh, cool.
yeah, that
didn't
dude
do anything with
picks
that
his
information?
boogers in a cabin and like doesn't give a shit.
You know, maybe God bless. Maybe that park ranger was like, "You mean Bigfoot? Bigfoot doesn't exist."
Yeah. What, he's still your donut?
Wild looking
Yeah.
man. You mean Bigfoot? He doesn't.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah, crazy kids.
poor David Martin, or Dennis Martin, excuse me. I dare not say his name wrong. I hope his father has found some peace in not being able to find not even a trace of his son.
What a badass.
I think he's
being
definitely
like,
kidnapped.
you know what? Fuck these park rangers. You guys suck ass. I'm hiring the Green
Berets.
I'm hiring the Green Berets.
I'm going to do a GoFundMe for the Green Berets. The second case is Jared Ottadero, 1999.
Yeah.
3-year-old Jared disappeared while hiking with a group of adults, 3 years old. Barely, I mean, he just learned to walk like a year ago. Maybe not. Hiking with a group of adults near Padre Canyon in Colorado. He got slightly ahead of the group, simply wasn't there when they rounded the next bend. He's just like, hey, I'm going to go. Being a kid, toddler. He's toddlering ahead.
Yeah.
And he's just not fucking there. That's fucking weird.
Yeah.
Searches found nothing, however. 4 years later, hikers found his remains in an area that had been searched multiple times. His shoes were found separately, some distance from his body. His clothes were inside out. A bone showed what appeared to be a carnivore predation, suggesting animal involvement to his death, but the full circumstances were never resolved. The inside-out clothing and separated shoes are the details that add further question.
Yeah. Inside out clothes.
I mean,
like, okay.
do you think he could have been running around with inside clothes? I mean, I don't know.
I was going to say, could he have just been running around with inside out
mistake.
clothes and parents who are like, he's 3 years old. He's an absolute menace. He doesn't sleep through the night and he fucking like went outside with an inside out shirt. Like, maybe, you know, and like,
yeah.
he's running along the path. He runs ahead and a cougar fucking sees him and is like,
shit.
oh,
Yummy.
you know,
Cougar would act that fast.
and then takes him to a cougar den,
Wow, maybe.
you know.
I'm surprised that hikers found his remains 4 years later. Dude, that's a skeleton.
Were they looking?
I don't know. I think they
Were
just
like these like people who just like happen upon it, or like were these was this like a technical like group of people who were like, we're actually going out looking for?
I imagine these were normal, regular people that went slightly off trail and found some child remains. I 4 years later, that's a skeleton and maybe tattered.
I would want to know
cloth.
how close it was to him when he went missing.
I would love to know that as well.
That's a good point, because it's like, oh, it was 150 yards from where he went missing. It's like, okay, no foul play for sure. But if you look at me and you go miles away,
Yep.
I immediately am like, so what now? Miles away? You think that, like, could an animal have picked him up and carried him miles away? Sure.
That's
But
a
like-
strong animal. Like,
But
that's
like
rare.
miles away without eating him?
that's crazy.
Like, that is crazy.
The last one I have to share
Yeah.
is nicknamed the Oregon Boy of 2002.
Mm.
A young boy disappeared near a campsite in Oregon and was found 2 days later alive on a mountain ledge,
Shit.
far above and beyond where any child his age and size should have been able to climb, in terrain that would challenge most experienced hikers. He had no
Okay.
memory of how he got there and no injuries consistent with the journey. He was coherent and physically fine. He simply could not account for where he had been or how he had traveled there. Cases like this, where the victim survives but the explanation is absent, are in some ways more disturbing than the fatalities.
Aliens.
That's an
Aliens.
One. That's an alien.
Aliens.
For sure.
Aliens for sure.
Like, he got teleported up to the mothership.
yeah.
He got sedated and probed.
yeah.
Poor guy.
Yeah.
And then he got, luckily I don't have his name. And then he got, again, just the teleportation.
That's
It's
crazy.
hard. He got teleported
You
to the
think the kid's
mountainside.
still alive?
Probably 2002. 100% he's alive.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure.
We could probably fucking call him up somehow.
He doesn't know how he got up there, dude. That's insane.
Do you want?
That's so crazy.
Do you also? Okay. My mom recently told this to me. I called her the other day.
Yeah.
She said,
That's
like,
sweet of you.
sometimes you would come home from school,
Yeah.
daycare, or like 5th grade or first or 2nd grade.
Yeah.
And I would ask, "What'd you do in school today?"
You have
And you'd
no
be like,
idea.
"I don't know. I colored maybe."
Yeah.
So maybe he just didn't like his brain just
recollect.
didn't like make the memory.
It could be. Could be true. He's like stressed out. He's like, my parents aren't here. I'm scared.
Yeah.
And it's like,
Maybe.
he's just like, I'm going to get up here because I can see more. Maybe.
It's possible.
I like aliens more.
Why would he? Aliens for sure.
Aliens.
I'm aliens.
Aliens.
I'm aliens for sure. On
Let's
that.
get Alex Jones's
I
shit
think
on
they-
this fucking podcast.
I think they wiped his memory.
Yeah.
A, wiped his memory. B, transplanted fake memories.
I can't say my favorite meme of him on this podcast. So.
No, you should. I know exactly the one you're talking about.
Oh my God.
He's we don't need to talk about
Helix.
it. Shut up, dude. That's the beers talking 1000%.
I said Helix. It's
I
fine.
know that you said that. I'm listening to it.
The way that he does it with his hand, though, is so funny. What are you doing with
Yeah.
your hand there, Alex? Like,
I love getting the ones where he's like, there'll be different memes of Alex Jones. Like, there'll be like pictures of Pokemon on the screen. And he's like, Patriot,
yeah.
Reptile, Reptile.
Honestly,
You know exactly what I'm talking about.
honestly, I hate how he's so 50-50, where like there's like shit that's happened. You're like,
He has gotten right.
He's gotten right.
He has.
And then
right.
there's things that he does like Sandy Hook.
The Sandy
You're
Hook.
Like,
Yeah.
you're like, come on,
bro. Yeah, you're an
take
idiot.
a chill pill,
Yeah,
dude.
you're an idiot, dude.
Yeah, you're an absolute fucking moron.
No, I think.
But the memes are funny. The
I
memes
think
are so good.
every single disappearance happening in a national park is an alien or Sasquatch.
You think?
Yeah, 100%.
Oh, okay. Sure,
1000%. It's Sasquatch. I think Sasquatch knows the aliens. They communicate through interdimensional portal devices.
I don't think Sasquatch is real, but I do think aliens.
Because
Or I know aliens are real now.
I think
But-
Sasquatch is kind of their
Thank you, government.
dumb. Sasquatch is the aliens' dumb, boots on the ground type of ape-like creature, and they give him treats to go and do evil acts.
He's the alien's pug.
Yeah.
He's just running around.
Could you
with
take on
eyes.
Sasquatch into Costco?
with enough isopropyl alcohol and Benadryl? Yes. Yeah, I
Anything can
could.
be done.
Are you kidding me? You ran past a whole kitchen full of meat. You didn't think to make a meat poison pile for the fucking Sasquatch to eat? Just mix some motor oil in there.
Yeah.
You know what? The Sasquatch can see thermal images. So what you need to do is you go to the pharmacy section and you get the makeup, you get the clay makeup stuff, and you cover your body in that so he can't see you like you're in Predator, Alien versus Predator. And once you're covered up, then you get naked. You get on top of a shelf and you do a Rey Mysterio 619 on his ass.
Break his neck.
Break his neck.
58 places.
Yeah, you know what? DoorDash a gun while you're at it. This is America. Fucking DoorDash the fucking whip, brother.
Damn.
Get the giveaway in the front. The Lexus giveaway. Whip that bitch around in the clothing section in your LX 470.
Hit him with it.
Yeah.
Push him up against the eyeglasses.
Pin him up against the wall and then take the forklift and pierce his ass. What are you doing? You're inferior as a man.
You should not have a podcast.
Not everybody should have a podcast.
That person right there is definitely someone who would watch this podcast.
Oh, for sure.
They'd be like,
For sure.
my buddies on the Hoppy Thoughts came on. They're
For
talking
sure.
about Sasquatch
They see
again.
this and they're like, you know what? Shout out to the guy who thought this was a Vulcan.
In classic Hoppy Thoughts fashion, I think we're going to have to end it. I have
gotta
to pee.
piss.
Pee really bad. It hurts.
I gotta piss.
It might be the reptilian
It's
signal.
these chairs, bro. I can never sit in these chairs and be like, you either sit in them and you're like,
Yeah.
the reptilians, you know, or it's like this.
Yeah, I kind of laid back. Anyway, we were able with our tinfoil hats to direct the Rabbitillian psionic waves to our bladders. We need to go to the bathroom.
Yes.
Our brains are telling
the
us that we need to go to the
vibrations
bathroom.
that we've been repelling have caused our bladders to now be in excruciating pain. This is just a byproduct of being a good American.
That's right.
And preventing the government from being able to interpret our thoughts, because we're not sheep.
No, we're not.
We're not sheep.
We're not.
We're lions or wolves, whatever the term is. We're
Lions
alpha
or
males,
wolves.
alpha wolves. What's the term down
Lions.
alpha male?
Well, it doesn't matter.
I think
They're
it's
all the same.
wolves. I think it's wolves
Wolves?
that they were using. Wolves.
Okay. I think, long story short, TLDR, there is never a sale. There is never a sale.
No sales. No sales.
And if you're going to die out in the middle of the wilderness, write some type of note that says exactly how you died right before
we
you
should
die.
drop merch, and when we drop merch, we say all of our shirts are $1,000, and then we mark big discounts to make them $20.
99%.
Yeah,
99%
make them
discount.
$20 a pop.
Honestly, it's probably not a bad idea. I like the way you think, Chet.
We love our people. We wouldn't charge them $1,000.
No.
We love our 6-year-old Japanese women.
We do love them. Anyway, take it easy, guys. Thanks for watching. Comment how you think people die in the forest. We really appreciate it.
And if you want, if you're interested enough, let us know. We'll sell tinfoil hats.
We will. We'll hand make them. Thank you. Have a good night.
Bye.